There has been some buzz around CorMedix recently, and you guys have suggested it. So let's take a look at this stock. Let's take a look at the big, amazing part of it, and let's take a look at what I consider the red flag. Alright, let's get right into it, starting by just taking a look at market cap and performance for this company. We can see that it's less than $1 billion, so very happy that you guys suggested this in Discord. This is definitely a micro cap stock that can give the Porch Group type of return if you make a good decision on them. So small market cap here. Check, very nice. And as of recently, the stock has performed quite nice as well. And the reason for this is very simply the margins. All right, if we scroll down a bit, we can see gross margin 95%. That's biotech type of numbers. So just amazing all around. We also see nice, strong operating and net margin. I think we should be a bit careful about looking at adjusted EBITDA in this case, because the company might blow up these numbers a bit. And we have some new product that's being sold in, new markets in this case. So we don't really know demand yet. It needs to stabilize, and we need to understand, all right, how is the business going to look going forward? Very, very hard to value right now. However, there is one red flag for this biotech helping people with end-of-life care here, and that is share dilution. You can read a recent article about them doing another offering of common stocks. In this case, they say that they do some buybacks. They say that they're going to use it for general business purposes, might be used for business development, might be used for working capital, etc. All of this is in the article. So naturally, once I read this, I took a look at the balance sheet here in Yahoo Finance. So this is annual on the balance sheet. We can see 2021, 22, 23, 24. And if we take a look at shares issued, we can see that they have almost doubled from, this is not in thousands, so this is just normal numbers. So we can see just a massive, massive increase in the amount of shares in this case. Of course, all numbers in thousands here. Oof, not very good for investors. So the next step I did was that I take a look at insider ownership in this case. And we can see that management has no stake in the business. The ownership is further broken down into individual insiders holding roughly 1% here, and then institutions holding 36%. I'm fine with institutions holding a low amount. That can actually be a boost, because once institutions do the seal of approval on the company and start buying, well, that demand alone is going to lift stock price. We've seen this massively with Palantir. Thank you for that one. All right, but insider holdings 1%, very, very bad. Of course, they don't have any problems issuing new shares on the market when they own such a small part of the company. It's just funding for the business to go forward at the expense of shareholders who are being diluted in this case. I also took a look at the balance sheet. That's the other tab that's open here, but I saw no immediate red flags. It's a very strong balance sheet. I don't see any risk to the financial health of the company, them going bankrupt or anything like that. Like I called out on, for example, Endo and one other company. But all in all, I'm going to stay away from this stock. I think that it could be a good opportunity, but I just would like to see bigger insider ownership. That being said, could potentially be a great investment, but I'm just gonna sit this one out. Alright, that's been it for this video, and as always, hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now, bye bye.